Providing personal space. Today we're going to talk about providing personal space, and I'm going to show you a couple examples of what to do and what not to do when giving someone personal space. What is personal space? Personal space is the physical space surrounding someone, usually between two or more people, and everyone has it, even yourself. There are many factors on giving someone personal space. They could be how well you know the person, your relationship to them, and how much you trust them. Some examples are male to male to female to female, and professional relationships. There are some basic rules to follow to give personal space. The most important one is never touching someone you do not know. Don't ever reach for someone's things, especially children, regardless if you're just trying to be nice. Try to stand at least 4 feet away from someone, unless you know them well. Never go through someone's belongings. Be able to put your arms out in front of them without touching them. Also, never lean over their shoulder to see what they are reading. Now that you have learned how to give someone personal space, what happens if they do not give you personal space? First of all, do not hesitate to speak up. If you are not comfortable, please explain why. Ask them nicely to take a step back or move away a little. There's nothing wrong with being honest, and it can help the other person realize what they are doing is wrong. Another way is to lean away or take a step back yourself. This can help the other person realize that they are being rude or invasive. Honesty is the best policy, so if you really do feel uncomfortable, do not be afraid to ask. Now let's see an example of how someone is not giving personal space.
Simon says, put your hands over your ears. Simon says, stand on one foot. Now jump. Simon didn't say.
Aw, man, you got me. Now it's my turn. Simon says, put your arms out like an airplane. Simon says, touch your friend's nose.
Chris,
What's wrong, Dee?
it's best to keep your hands to yourself, even when we're playing a game.
Keep your hands to yourself? What do you mean?
Let me tell you. Yesterday at recess, Maria and I were pretending to be animals, and it was fun until Maria said that monkeys like to tickle each other. And then she started to tickle me. But I didn't like it. I don't want to be tickled. And then in class, she touched my hairband without asking me. She said she wanted to feel it, but she didn't ask me first. She just did it. And then, when we played in the sandbox after school, she wanted to borrow my shovel. She just took it from me without asking first. She didn't keep her hands to herself all day.
What did you do?
Well, I told Maria that she wasn't keeping her hands to herself. I said that it's not nice to touch other people without asking first. She said she was sorry, and she didn't know that it bothered me. And then she promised to keep her hands to herself from now on. She wanted to make it a pinky promise, but she asked me if it was okay first. And I gladly said yes.
Oh, now I understand what it means to keep your hands to yourself. Thanks, Dee.
You're welcome, Chris.
So, do you want to keep playing Simon Says? I have a good direction from Simon.
Sure.
Simon says, keep your hands to yourself.
That's a good one.
What have you learned? You have learned how to give personal space, the rules of giving personal space, what to do when someone does not give you personal space. Now I hope when you're playing with your friends and you're out in the community, you can now learn how to give someone personal space. And you can also tell how you're affecting that person. Are you making them comfortable? Are you making them uncomfortable? And if you're making them uncomfortable, why do you think you're doing that? Are you too close? Are you invading their personal space? I hope this was very helpful, and when you're out in the world talking to someone, please reference this when you need personal space and when you're trying to give personal space. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.